Hi, many of you have written to us about long COVID, that you are suffering from it or think you are, even after testing negative for COVID 19 weeks and months ago. It's important to give you facts here and also make you feel heard and seen because it's not in your head. There are studies worldwide and dedicated long COVID hospital wards. Lakhs of people are suffering from it. So, let's start by answering what exactly is long COVID. Now, there is no one medical definition yet. Experts put it this way: long COVID is what happens when one doesn't completely recover from COVID 19. One doesn't go back to baseline health, pre COVID infection. Most people who get COVID 19 tend to recover in about 2 weeks after symptoms first appear. Those with severe COVID 19 symptoms could take as long as 6 weeks to recover. However, there are many more who continue to experience COVID 19 symptoms for weeks and months after the illness is supposed to subside. Usually, if symptoms last for beyond 4 to 8 weeks, it's called long COVID. The medical community is yet to lock in on a definition or a timeline or even symptoms. The largest global study to date of long haulers across 56 countries was published on Thursday. It found that those who experience long COVID report 203 symptoms across 10 organ systems. The most common were fatigue, post exertional malaise, that is, worsening of symptoms after physical or mental exertion, and cognitive dysfunction, often called brain fog. In fact, memory and cognitive dysfunction experienced by over 85% of participants in the study. They were the most pervasive and persistent neurological symptoms, equally common across all ages and with substantial impact on work. People also complained of flare-ups or continuing symptoms of illness, from fever to headaches to anosmia, which is loss of smell, and fatigue. The diverse range of symptoms also included visual hallucinations, tremors, itchy skin, changes to the menstrual cycle and sexual dysfunction, heart palpitations, bladder control issues, shingles, memory loss, blurred vision, diarrhea, and tinnitus. Last but not the least, there is the psychological impact of the disease, such as depression and anxiety. Doctors say it's as if a fear settles in patients' minds. They get anxious about even minor symptoms like stomach aches. So, really, the whole gamut of symptoms from physical to neuropsychiatric, and it's more widespread than what was previously believed. In this study, the largest study till date, out of the 3762 participants, 96% reported symptoms beyond 12 weeks. 65% experienced symptoms for at least 25 weeks, and only 233 had fully recovered.
Now, anecdotally, long COVID is impacting lives, leaving people unable to cope. Medical science and research are yet to catch up. There is some sense that long COVID may actually present itself as a cluster of symptoms. For instance, a cluster of symptoms around muscle fatigue or a cluster of symptoms related to brain fog. But there is no reliable, no fixed way to say that that's long COVID and that's something else. In fact, experts have been able to etch out some other patterns that could be of some relief. People who suffer from long COVID are not necessarily those who are more vulnerable to COVID 19. Women are more likely to be long COVID 19 patients than men. Long COVID patients are also more likely to be middle-aged patients than the elderly. Now, why it happens is also not clear, but there are two main theories. The first one has got to do with the immune system, that people are not clearing the virus as they ought to. And the second has to do with the circulatory system, that COVID 19 causes long-term microcirculatory damage. There are other theories as well: post-traumatic stress, lasting lung damage, or dysfunction of the endothelial cells that line the interior of blood vessels. But remember, all of these are just that, theories. There is no one definition, no one cause, no fixed line of symptoms, and no timeline. It is likely that in India, with its high caseloads in the two waves, there are a large number of long COVID patients. So if you feel you're suffering from long COVID, talk to your doctor. Really explain your symptoms. It is possible you might be dismissed or misdiagnosed because, like I said, even doctors don't know what exactly counts as long COVID or what counts as something else. So get a second opinion, maybe get a third, especially if you're a woman. Like I mentioned, women are more likely to have long COVID, and there is, as you possibly already know, documented bias within the medical community about women being taken less seriously than men when they describe some of these symptoms. Add to that, there is no national conversation on long COVID yet. There was a 2020 expert group that was set up by the Health Ministry, and it released a guidance note then in 2020 on recovered COVID-19 patients continuing to report fatigue and body ache. It recommended steps such as drinking lots of warm water, nutritious diet, and exercise, etc. Good advice, but generic advice. And this was also 10 months ago, so there's been nothing since then. Other countries have invested in research on long COVID. The UK has provided 86 crores for studying the subject, giving it an urgent public health research status. There are long COVID rehab clinics and hospitals across Europe. The US has provided more than 8,000 crores over 4 years to its National Institutes of Health to research the prolonged health consequences of COVID-19. So, till we in India catch up and possibly make a plan at a policy level to deal with a condition that potentially affects lakhs of us, you can join support groups and share with people who are in the same boat as you. Such groups exist across the world and on several social media platforms. We'll mention a few India-based ones in the description below, as also in our IG stories. If this has been helpful and worthy of your time, thank you so much for watching. Do consider making a contribution to help Newsworthy do more such work. The link for that is in the bio or in the description, depending on where you're watching it. We'll see you again very soon.